Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to test out my pitch curve on my FW450 H1. Now of course normally you can't have pitch curves on these helis, and why do I even want one? Well, when you're flying in 6G/3D mode, you'll need roughly 6 degrees of pitch, which is about there, plus minus. But you notice the stick is very far forward. Now by introducing a pitch curve, which I have on a button here, when I press it,
shift, normal, shift,
you see it
normal,
gives it a little bit of
shift,
extra pitch.
normal,
And what will that allow us to do is to bring the hover stick down slightly. Now, so under normal circumstances, when you put any kind of a curve or a mix into your collective channel, the H1 won't arm at all. But I found a trick around that, so let's see if that works. So here we are in acro mode, yeah, and I will spool it up without any pitch curve assigned. And just before I launch, or as it's spooling, I will then apply my pitch curve and see what happens. So here we go.
shift, normal,
1, 2, 3, and
armed,
run.
shift,
So my hover position, if I have a quick look, is just above half now. Yeah, it's just above half. Now of course if I go back to normal mode, it will drop like a stone, because I have increased the pitch by about 4 degrees, let's call it, roughly. I can measure it when I get back. But this
7 minutes,
is far more comfortable and muscle memory from ATI mode. Now of course it won't arm when you have the curve attached, because the H1 wants an absolute clean signal, but there is a way to get around that. And I'm just going to have a quick fly around, and it does feel far more natural here. Now I have been flying this in 6G mode before I applied this, so my initial reaction is to have the collective stick at about 70%, which is not all that
6 minutes,
all that comfortable. But now let me see if I can get this into a hover. It's if I say it's 55%, then that's a bit of a guess. Let's have a look. Yeah, about there. About 55%, which is a far cry from 70%. Still got all the range that it needs, of course. And with this pitch curve, you can now set your maximum and minimum on the software. And let's say you set it to 14 plus, 14 minus, but you don't, let's say you find the negative too aggressive, like that, you see. You can then now set this curve to be slightly less, so you could put it at 9, which would give you a slightly smoother descent. Look, unless you're doing heavy 3D, which this helicopter is obviously not super suited for in the first place. But this now hovering is much more comfortable. Let's see if I can do a bit of a fly here, a bit of a... Yeah, what can I say? It definitely works, but you have to launch it without the curve enabled. You have to launch it without the curve enabled. Far more natural. So guys, for those that are saying it's not allowed, yes, sure, I would say Flywing doesn't recommend it, but here I am proving that it is possible. I could switch to my other mode and well, what's the point? But yeah, I'm hovering. If we can, let's call this, if we can call this hovering, yeah. I'm trying to get it super stable, but there's a bit of a breeze. But I don't know if you can see that it's just above half. And it also, what it does actually, I've just realized, it smooths out the range. It's almost like putting exponential on without putting any exponential on. I did try flying one of my other helicopters, I think the Nexus, with exponential on the stick, but I found that it just wasn't reacting where I wanted to, so it was a bit spongy. Whereas this now, I give command and it definitely reacts.
2 minutes.
Unfortunately, this helicopter does suffer from some very loose tail gain. I have pumped it up to 75 and it's still a bit loose there, you see. But anyway, that's besides the point. When you fly it, it doesn't really, you don't notice. Of course, with the wind coming from the back, it will push the heli down, and you gotta just remember, you're not in ATI mode anymore. You are now the master of the altitude. But if I pump it, it does have the authority that I need. I could set that
1 minute.
I could set that fourth point slightly higher, a bit lower I should say, because just, yeah, no, it does feel alright. It feels alright. Still hovering at just over 50%. There, it's about, oh man, if I could measure that, I would say it's between 55 and 60%, but it's definitely down from 70%. So this
20,
definitely makes a
19,
difference.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, well guys,
Final one elapsed.
there we have it. It works. And this is now not very far from manual mode, by the way. So that's going to be my next my next trick, completely 3D mode. I'm going to skip, well, that's all there is left for this, really. That's all there is left for this to do. But I might try it on my other helicopter first. So guys, thanks for joining. So there we have pitch curves on the Flywing. It's landed somewhere nice. We're still in 6G mode here. It's always difficult to find a nice spot. Let's try here. So I'm going to just try to show you what I've done here again. So we'll just put the blades forward like such. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we have that. We've still got full range, and usually I'd hover at about here, 70%. Okay, roughly. But now when I put my button in,
Shift.
you see that?
Normal. Shift. Normal.
And that has reduced, I'm not sure if this is in shot, has reduced from center to about over here, to hover. So that is very nice. But you can't take off, you can't take off with a curve normally on the channel, but in my other video I've explained how to do that. And I've moved the center point. It could go up a fraction more actually. Right, so we have 0.3 at 30, 0.4 at 70, and then 0.5 at 100. Look, I don't think that's in shot, but that's basically it. And then the rest is of course as normal. There we go. Okay, happy days guys.